Aunt Rochelle here, and I'm back to share some yarn goodness with you all today. Alright, so today's video is a crochet and chat. Of course, if you want to do something else, knit, spin, weave, whatever, feel free to work on that as well. But I'm going to be crocheting, and I am making the Raspberry Beret by Little John Yarn. And as you all may know, this is like my third one. I am determined to make one of these berets in every single color. Every single color, because I absolutely love it. So the yarn that I'm using today is Red Heart Super Saver in the color Burgundy. I haven't used Red Heart Super Saver in probably 6 or 7 years. It's been so long, but I had this random skein, yeah, I guess it's a skein. You could call this a skein, right? A random ball of Red Heart yarn just kind of hanging about. And I've been trying to figure out what in the world am I going to do with this. And one thing I do like about it is that it has a sturdiness to it. And so I think that makes it great for hats. So the only thing I'm not liking so far is that there is a bit of a halo. And I didn't remember Super Saver having a halo. And also it's getting a little fuzzy on the inside. So we'll see how it goes, but I can say that the yarn is quite soft. So I really do appreciate that. So the hook size that I'm using is an H, which is a 8, also a 5mm hook. Yeah, try to get the metrics in there, but it is a 5mm crochet hook. And I've been really enjoying this. And of course, I do have my notes here because I want to make sure I don't forget anything. Now, this pattern, it is free on her website, but if you want a PDF, it is a paid pattern. So yeah, it's nice. Definitely check it out. Oh, also, I know you all are wondering, what are you wearing in your hair? This is the Diaspora head wrap by Whitney Marie Anderson. I have talked about this head wrap in another video, so if you're interested, I will either leave that in the description box or in the end screen or somewhere. I will leave that video somewhere for you all to find. It is so incredible. It's so versatile. The yarn that I used for this was my hand-dyed yarn, QueensYarnBoutique. It is on the Kiss sock base, and the colorway is called Berrylicious. And so this is just fantastic, and I'm loving it. I washed my hair this morning, and right now it is conditioning, and so I thought this would just be the perfect way to kind of style my hair while it's, you know, doing its thing. All right, so what else? Yeah, I think that's all that I wanted to share about this. And I do believe the only way to get this pattern right now is through the Radical Threads magazine, and I believe it's issue 1. I know that that magazine is available online and in print, so if it is available somewhere else, I'm not sure about that, but definitely check it out. And of course, I will leave the link to all you all's, you know, any questions you have about it, I'll leave it in the link below. Okay, so let me go ahead and work on this, and I'm going to have to count my stitches every once in a while because this is a very stitch dependent hat. Like there aren't any repeats that I remember. There aren't any repeats. And so I do have my pattern over here as well, but yeah, you definitely have to keep up with your stitches on this one. So my husband and I, we went to the beach this weekend, and I believe it was this weekend, and it was absolutely incredible. I enjoyed myself so much. We really needed to get away, but we went to Myrtle Beach, and while we were there, the weather was not great at all. It rained like crazy. It was windy. I think there was like an advisory for something while we were there, but we still had fun because it doesn't matter whether you're in South Myrtle Beach or North Myrtle Beach, there are a ton of things to do. So while I was there, I did go to some yarn shops because, I mean, why not? When you're on vacation, of course, like one of the first things you look up is where are all the yarn shops? And that's what I did. So I found that there were 2 yarn shops in Myrtle Beach. And I'm going to show you all the things that I got while I was there. So the first yarn shop was called Knit and Purl. I think that's such a fantastic name. And so while I was there, I did pick up some knitting needles. And the staff there was so nice, so welcoming. I will definitely go back whenever we go back to Myrtle Beach. Just the staff was so nice, and the shop itself was so great. I love how they decorated the place, and yeah, it's just a really nice yarn shop that I would definitely recommend. All right, so while I was there, I did buy some DPNs because I needed to close up some hats. You know, with knitting hats, it's like you kind of working around until your circular needles can't handle it anymore, and then you'll switch over to the DPNs. And so, of course, you all know I love my ChiaoGoo knitting needles. So I got these. I got a US 7 in the metal. And then I got a US 3 metal. And I got these Knitter's Pride. And these are the Dreams. And they are wooden. And so I think wooden will be really great because sometimes the metal needles can slide. I prefer metal needles, but I think for the yarn that I'm using, I will definitely benefit from some wooden needles. So I got those. And while I was there, I saw these needle point protectors. They're so interesting. And I got one in each size. And so it's really cool. And in each of these, like the holes are different sizes. So it's really cool. Yeah. I thought that was so neat. And a lot of times when I go to yarn shops, since I am a yarn dyer, it kind of takes a lot for me to be like, wow, you know. So when I go into a yarn shop, I am looking for different things. I'm looking for things that I had never seen before. And these were definitely some things I have never seen before. They're so cool. I've yet to try them, but I will let you all know how they work out. All right, so yeah, that was Knit and Purl. So the second shop that I went to was called the Yarn Loft. Y'all, I enjoyed my time at the Yarn Loft so much. I had tried to go, was it Friday? I think we tried to go Saturday, and they were closed. So we went back on Sunday, and it was raining like crazy. And I made my way in there, and Lorraine, who is the shop owner, she was so nice and she was so sweet, and I just spent so much time in there. It was fantastic. And so let me show you all what I got. So this is the yarn that I got. And once again, it is a type of yarn that I do not see very often, and it's like that blown chainette type of yarn that I love, and it's squishy. So this is Cascades Yarn Cantata, and it is 70% cotton, 30% super wash merino wool. That is just such a great combination to me. So I was thinking about what I might make with this, and I really like crochet vests, like the bolero vest, kind of like a bolero jacket vest combination. I really think those are so pretty, and so that's what I'm thinking of making with this, but we shall see. I'm always changing my mind about what I want to make, but that's what I'm thinking about right now, is a crochet bolero vest type of situation. So, oops, I broke my label. These labels are really, really in there. My goodness. Can't even open it. Let me put these down. Let's see. So each of these is 218 yards, which is 200 meters. And there are 100 grams, 3.5 ounces. And so it looks like they recommend a US 9, which is a 5.5 millimeter. So that's cool. I like that. Yeah, so anyway, I got 3 of these. They're super squishy. And yeah, I can't wait to start working on that. All right, so up next, let's see, I talked about the needles. Oh, I also got some of these. And I just feel like you can never have enough stitch markers. For one thing, I'm always losing them. And also, I feel like it's important to buy good quality stitch markers because I bought some from Amazon not too long ago, and you get kind of like, I don't know, you get like 100 for $4 or whatever. And I'm telling y'all, they are breaking every time I use them. They just break, and it is ridiculous how they break. So these are Clover quick locking stitch markers in the large. So I really like those. Yeah, I think I'm gonna really enjoy using those. And so yeah, after that we went to Broadway at the beach, which is in Myrtle Beach, of course. It is a shopping center, and they have like a ton of activities going on. We had such a great time. We walked a lot. There was a lot to do. They had like a speedboat going on, and we ate so much food. We ate a lot of food, but it was great. I got some jerky. We had pizza. It was just absolutely fantastic. And so after we went to Broadway on the beach, we went to Barefoot Landing, which is, I believe that's north Myrtle Beach. We went there, and it is also a shopping center, and it was just so beautiful there. Now it did rain, of course, but it was kind of a light rain. And towards the towards the ending of us being there, it did start raining, and the sun came out, and it was shining, and it was beautiful, and we still had fun. And also, while we were there, they had this sign that was like, beware of alligators and snakes. So of course, like my head was on a swivel. And while we were there, we saw an alligator. That was crazy. I don't know if you all have ever watched like Swamp People or any of the stuff on National Geo, but we saw an alligator, and it was so cool. And they didn't necessarily have like the lake roped off. So if this thing really wanted to go on land, it could have. Like nothing would have been there to stop it. So that was a little scary, but it was cool all at the same time. So I really enjoyed that. And while I was at while I was at Barefoot Landing, y'all, we went to a store called the Purpleologist. Now, y'all know I'm crazy about purple. I love all things purple. I just love it so much. And so when I went into this store, I was so overwhelmed, but like in a good way. Everything was purple, and there were so many things that I wanted to buy, but I ended up getting like a rain jacket. I mean, it was already raining, so you might as well get a rain jacket, and then it was purple, so that worked out. So it was so nice. We just really enjoyed ourselves, and it was so cool. I was like, this store is for me. I did do some yarn shopping before we even went to the beach. So it wasn't necessarily yarn shopping, but I did go look at yarn. So before leaving on the trip, I needed to make sure I had everything. And so I did go to Michael's. And while I was there at Michael's, I did buy a few things. And of course, I looked around. They had so much stuff. I don't get to go to Michael's very often. And going to Michael's for me is like a huge deal. It is such a treat because I do have a Hobby Lobby that's about, I'd say maybe about 5 minutes away. And then I have a Joann's, which is closer to maybe like 30 minutes away, maybe 25. But I don't have a Michael's near me. I think the closest Michael's would be, I think, Raleigh, North Carolina, which is probably about an hour away from me with the way traffic is. So if I go to a Michael's, it is a special trip. It is a treat. And so it was so great. And while I was there, I did pick up some crochet hooks. I got a 4.5 millimeter and I got a 3.75 millimeter. And I was surprised that I didn't have these. Well, actually, I wasn't surprised about the 4.5 because that's a really difficult one to find. But I've been noticing that with a lot of crochet projects, I have been using the 4.5. And I do know that for some people, that is considered a size 7, a US 7 for some people. But yeah, so, but for a lot of people, the 4.5 millimeter doesn't have a letter assigned to it at all. So that's interesting. And also, I got some Fiskars folding scissors while I was there. I absolutely love these scissors. They're not fancy. They don't have like a pretty embroidered handle or anything like that, but they're so practical and they just fold on themselves, and that's really cool. Also, if you are someone who likes to travel, they do say that on the back that it's TSA friendly. Yeah. So it looks like if you were to take these on a plane, you wouldn't have any problems. In fact, it says TSA compliant on the front. So yeah, I think that's really cool. So you might want to keep this in mind if you are thinking about taking a trip and you're flying. So, you know, the less problems you have with TSA, the better, right? I have more yarn that I wanted to share with you all, and that is some KnitCrate stuff that I've gotten. Let me put this down. So this one was this July or August? I'm pretty sure this was August. Yeah, this was the August box. Oops. So this was the August box. And let's see what we have inside. I've already opened this, but I just think it's so pretty. So this is the yarn that I got. And got 2 of these. This yarn is so soft and squishy. So this is, the colorway is called Glazed, and it is on their Euro Yarn Cotton Basic base. And let's see. So it is 100% organic Pima cotton, and it is a DK weight, 275 yards, 251 meters, 100 grams. And so I've been hearing a lot of people talk about how amazing and how soft Pima cotton is. And I'm here to verify that information. Oh my gosh, it's so soft and squishy, and it's so tightly spun. Like, that is amazing. I'm so excited. I cannot wait to use this. I have no idea what I'm going to use it for, but it's so nice. Hope you all can see that well. It is absolutely lovely. So let's see, what else did I get in here? Oh, if you all are interested in KnitCrate and you want to get your first box, the promotion that they're doing is a little bit different now. I don't remember like exactly like all of the details, but if you all want to get a discount, you can use my code QueenSYarnBoutique when you are checking out. So yeah, you can use that. Oh, I'm running out of room. Okay. Also in the August box, got this pen. And let me see, this pen is supposed to do something cool. What does it do? Is it a marker? Ah, yes. I'm not sure. I think that's a highlighter. That's cool. You can use that when you're like highlighting your patterns. But I like to use a pencil when I have my patterns. But I've been using this Knit Picks pattern keeper over here, and that thing is amazing. So anyway, whoops, I'm losing stuff. So this is the little goodie that you got with the August box. You got a highlighter on one side and then this lovely pen on the other side. All right. Let's see, what else do we have in this box? Okay, I'm going to start plopping some stuff like into this little basket that I have in front of me. So if you all hear that, that's what's going on. It's kind of like my little overflow basket when things start piling up around me. And I will show you all's September's box. Or, you know, it's not even a box. It's a bag. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's a bag. Let me be nice. Okay. So let me go ahead and pull this yarn out. I've already opened this. It's alpaca. It is 80% alpaca, 20% tencel. It is considered a bulky weight. It's 125 yards, 114 meters, 100 grams. So this is on their Aldine Wool's Mellow base. And I'm holding it by the label because alpaca and we're not friends, unfortunately. Even though I think alpacas are so cute. So I don't know. This color just doesn't excite me. I'm sorry. I'm sure somebody thinks it's great. Yeah, I just got to keep it real with y'all. This colorway just doesn't excite me. But maybe you'll like it. I don't know. It's kind of a brownish, greenish situation going on. But I'm sure somebody will love it. Maybe one of you all like it. Let me know if you like it. But it just doesn't excite me. Like, this excites me. This, not so much. But anyway, let me put that down. But what does excite me, though, is the little goodie that I got in the bag. Once again, y'all know I love purple so much. And so this is the little goodie that I got for September. It has 2 zippered pockets in it. And then on the front, it just kind of has like a little checklist of everything that you need. Scissors, a tapestry needle, tape measure, needles or hook, and then it has a KnitCrate pattern. But you can put whatever pattern you want in there. Whatever you want, you can put in there. But it is so nice. It's so pretty. And it's the perfect color. Okay, so moving on to some yarn that really excites me is my own hand-dyed yarn, QueensYarnBoutique. So I did want to share a few colors with you all because I am still having a 30% off sale in my shop. It's still going on. I don't know when it'll end. Like, I will let you all know when it ends, okay? I'll let you know on Instagram, Facebook, around there. I will let you all know when the sale ends. But anyway, I am still having my sale, and I wanted to share a few colorways with you all. And the sale is on all of my bases. So this first one we have here is Tesseract. Yes, for all of you geeky Marvel fans out there, it is named after the Tesseract, which I believe is the Power Stone. Anyway, Loki had it. Yeah, and yeah, you know what Loki did with it. But anyway, Tesseract. And we have On Your Left, keeping up with the geeky theme, of course. Oh, it was the first Captain America movie. Every time Falcon would run past Steve Rogers or Captain America, he would always say, on your left. No. Captain America would always say, on your left, whenever he passed, because he was so much faster than, Anthony Wilson, I think his name was. No, Anthony Mackie. I forget what his name in the movie is. Anyway, Falcon. He always run past him, and it's on your left. And so it has like the colors of not only Falcon's suit, but also Captain America's suit. And last but certainly not least, I have Monarch. And this is a beautiful colorway. All of these are on my Poplar fingering base. 490 yards, 100 grams. It is a 3-ply, and it is 100% superwash merino wool. And so if you all want to know how this yarn works up, I do have a sample project. And this is the Haula Cowl by Katie Peterson. Yeah, I have it linked below. But anyway, this is a beautiful cowl. And what I love about it, it's one of those high-low type of cowls. So it's shorter in the back. It's shorter in the neck. So it's so pretty. And it's not like super bulky in your neck. So I like it. And of course I have my little tag on it because when I take my yarn to Fiberfest, I like to kind of have like the name of the project and the colorway on the back. So yeah, so pretty. Okay, so that is my yarn. What next? All right, so I have been getting some questions under some of my videos, some of my YouTube short videos, and other videos. I have been getting some questions, so I just wanted to take a little bit of time to answer those questions. So the first question comes from Quilty233, and she asked, how is your French coming along? Well, QT233, thank you. And I feel like it is only appropriate that I answer your question in French. J'espère que tu vas bien. Je suis toujours en train d'apprendre le français. Dans le futur, je veux pouvoir lire les patterns de crochet et de tricot en français. Merci pour ta question. All right, so that was the first question. And also, I posted a YouTube short showing my yarn dyeing process. And Lisa Dragonfly wanted to know, is the dryer specific for yarn or any dryer for clothes is okay? So, my small spin dryer that I use, yes, it can be used for clothing, but I would not recommend it for like, you know, I would not recommend putting yarn in a normal house size dryer. You could put it in like one of those lingerie bags or something, but there's always a chance of it, well, for one, felting, possibly, depending on the type of yarn that you have, but also it can still get tangled. So what I like about my little spin dryer is that the yarn doesn't felt, it doesn't get too hot. Also, it does not tangle. And I know a lot of people wonder, like, how in the world can you put the yarn in there and it not tangle? But it does not tangle. I've never had yarn tangle before in my little spin dryer. So yeah, I always love getting that question. And I think it's a valid question because you would think that it would, but it's just revolving so fast that it doesn't tangle. And so yeah, so to answer your question, you can use the small dryer for clothes if you want to. It is a nice portable dryer. You can put clothes in there if you want to. Not a lot though. Maybe like a couple of shirts or, you know, not a lot, but it's great for drying yarn. But I would not put yarn in a household dryer for like yarn that you just dyed. And also sometimes like yarn can still bleed even if it may have rinsed clear, but it still might bleed a little bit. And so, you know, you don't necessarily want to put that in your big dryer, but on the smaller dryer, you can see if the water is running clear or not. And then, you know, you can work with it a little bit more from there. So yes. So thank you all for those questions. And if you all have any more questions, that you want to ask me, you can put them down in the comment section and I will try to get those answered in one of my videos. The last thing that I want to share with you all is a giveaway that I won from Happy to Hook Creations, and she is amazing. She is a crocheter, primarily a crocheter. I'm not sure if she's dabbled in knitting or not, but she's primarily a crocheter. She is amazing, and she recently had a giveaway. And in order to enter into the giveaway, what you had to do was answer Star Trek trivia. Oh my gosh. You all may or may not know, I love Star Trek so much. I am more of a TNG person, but I have recently started watching DS9, which I'm enjoying so much. But anyway, let me share with you all what I won. And whoops, I just dropped one. Let's see. Okay, there we go. I got way more than I thought I was going to get. That's for sure. All right, so I got these beautiful earrings. And it has like the Star Trek insignia logo in it. And I got this beautiful matching necklace. Love it. And I got a bracelet. That's so cool. Like, it just made my Trekkie heart so happy. So happy. Love it, love it, love it so much. I mean, it's amazing. I would definitely check out her channel. She has beautiful projects that she makes, and yeah, I would just really recommend her channel. All right, so let's see. Oh, while we were there at the beach, we went to the Wax Museum, the Hollywood Wax Museum. It was incredible. We did all of the different, they had like 3 different booths, or I don't know what you call it. They had like 3 different things, 3 different setups going on in there, and we just enjoy it all. And the main attraction, of course, is the Wax Museum. And while I was there, I took some amazing photos with my heroes and just some of my favorite celebrities. Of course, they're just wax figures, but it was incredible. Did you see my tricorder? Did you see my tricorder in the picture? Yes, I got to hold a tricorder. If you all are Star Trek fans, you all will know what the tricorder is. It was used by Dr. Beverly Crusher along with really anybody who needed to use one. So it was amazing. And the last thing that we did was we went to Cherry Grove. It's a beach and a pier, and we went walking on the pier. It was so beautiful. We walked all the way down to the edge of the pier, and then we went on the observation deck. And while we were there, there was a fishing tournament going on, so we loved that because both my husband and I, we enjoy fishing. It was so cool. So yeah, that is all that I wanted to share with you all. And so yeah, so thank you all so much for watching. I will have the links to anything, you know, pertaining to crochet and knit supplies, as well as what I use for my filming equipment. I will have all that stuff down in the description box below. And yeah, also check out my YouTube community tab. I ask a lot of fun questions there, and I just love reading y'all's comments. Your comments are just so great, and I love interacting with you. And so yeah, also if you want to support my channel, those links are down there as well. And yeah, that's it. Thank you all so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And if you want to find me on social media, I am known as QueensYarnBoutique. And yeah, so until next time, bye.